right, and I have my first box of Dynasty Flesh and Blood. It's brand spanking new from Alpha Investments. I got a whole case of this stuff, plus a promo card, Aether Quickening, I believe. Extended art. It was pretty good. A couple, he has a Gem Keeper sleeves as well. There it is. There's the pop. These come with the paper packs, which, in my opinion, is awesome. We like the paper packs. Makes it easy to open. I'm excited. I opened a box of, actually a couple boxes of this at the store with a couple of friends, and I hit some nice stuff. I actually appreciate it. I really like the way that this particular set is laid out. You have your commons up front, the first set of commons. This silver is a token, but it's actually, I guess it's not technically a token, it's a common, but because it's actually a playable card, I forget, it's a generic item. Anyhow, this actually goes into the, assassin slot, which is, well, maybe I missed it. Yes. So the two middle slots are assassin cards. We had Annihilate the Armed and Silver. And then you have your foil card, which is Spectral Prowler, and that's your foil card. And then you'll have a rare card and a rare card, or your two rare slots. Your cold foils are going to fall into the standard foil slot, I believe. I don't know if there is a chance to get a foil slot in the assassin slot, but I do know you can get regular rainbow foils in the assassin slot. So we have a good chance of pulling two foils in one pack. You also have a good chance of picking up an additional rare or majestic in a pack, because the assassin slot has its own rarity slot, and I think the second card can be any rarity, even foil. All right, and our foil is Rupert. And then we have our Blessing of Savagery and our Deathly Duet. The marvels in this set are called Lights Out, and they're like a blacked out version of a card, a full art version of that card. We're just gonna go straight to the Assassins cards. I think we'll actually separate the assassin stuff out, because I kind of keeping those. Okay, I was wrong. So the assassins apparently can have any rarity at any slot, because we just picked up a rare Shred and a majestic Leave No Witness. I like this card a lot. I think it looks really good. Precision Press is a foil rare. This is a really good pack. So far we've had two extra rares in our assassin, with a majestic and a rare foil, then a rare drilled shot and a majestic buckle. So like a double majestic pack, bunch of rares. This set is already kind of like coming out as a really value packed set, and like the cards are coming in pretty hot. Like a lot of the cards that are in the set are super playable. Like there is enough assassin cards, I think, to play assassin in both a constructed or a blitz style. So that makes it really, really exciting. I think I have to remember to try to sort these a little bit better, try to keep an eye on these things. But Tranquil Passing is our rare, and a Blessing of Key. There is, they've renewed a couple archetypes. I think a lot of people are thinking that the early ninjas have some new tricks, which should bring some of the older heroes back. Dorinthia has seen some additional tricks. I don't know if they have if they're enough to put them over the top or not, but we are seeing that the new cards are doing some work. So Assassin, Nimble Nyx, Shield Wall for Guardian. I haven't heard a lot about Guardian, whether or not the new cards are really pro Guardian, but I do know that Brute has seen a kind of pickup in its play, which is good. I like Brute. I have been kind of messing around with picking up a Latvia because I like playing with the worst decks in the meta. That's my thing. All right, Spider Bite is the new assassin weapon. They have two of these, and they are different side. You know, they have different profiles. One's to the left and one's to the right. Very cool. They come in cold foil. They come in regular foil, I believe. There is a couple fabled cards. Well, there's one Marvel that is as rare as a Fable, and then there is a fabled card which is fairly rare too. The fabled card is a reprint of Command and Conquer, but it is a full art version of the card. Cold foil, which is really nice. Oh, this is what I was talking about. We got our rare Nimble next to Nimble. It's just a standard common, but it is in foil. It won't replace the foil we get. As you see, we got a Spectral Rider foil, which is really cool. So we got double foil in that pack. Blessing of Aether and Blessing of Key. There are some aura support in this. Every class, I think, got some aura support. I know some people are complaining that they're not powerful enough or they don't do enough. I disagree. I think there's definitely some use cases for these auras. In fact, the way that most of these auras are set up, it really feels like they give you an extra card on the next turn. Like, it feels good. Okay, we've got the new Assassin Hero. It's the Blitz version, the younger version of Arachne. Arachne, read the lore recently. Appears to be a genderless creature of sorts. Don't know what his base race is or anything, but we do know that he is... We don't know much about what he is or it is underneath the clothing and gear. Blessing of Focus Foil, Blessing of Ingenuity, and Skullcrack. This is a mythic. This is a cool card in my opinion. Big 06 hitter, of course. But you're doing what it's giving you resource when you're just doing the things that you do in Brute. So like, I think that's kind of a card that just feels good. Do Brute stuff and you get resources. There's nothing to really complain about there. Okay. Fleece the Frail. Armed, Annihilate the Armed. Oh my gosh, we got ourselves a Blackout. This is just a standard foil, but it is, looks like the Blackout, unfortunately, it's really blacked out. It's really hard to read. I don't know if it's coming across, but the text on this is the Regicide card. This is the, or maybe this is just a full art card and it's not blacked out at all. It doesn't look blacked out. I think this is just a full art Regicide card. It's a legendary action for Arachne. And when this hits a royal hero, they lose the game. When combat chain closes, you lose the game. Regicide can't be defended by cards with the same name as cards in the defending hero's banish zone. So as you play the assassin, you banish their cards. This is saying that as you banish the cards, you should save this for kind of a mid or late game attack, and it only works against heroes with the royal bloodline. And I'll say royal on their hero type. That's interesting. Regicide is a interesting card. I hope that's not our hit of the box, because I'm not gonna lie, that's not a very attractive card in my opinion. The dark text makes it very hard to read. Not a big fan of that. We'll continue on here. We got ourselves Shield Wall. I'm sorry, I got a little distracted by that card. I'm a little taken aback. I didn't expect to see that, but whatever. Sack the Shifty, Rob the Rich, and a Puncture Foil. Galvanic Bender. This is a new type of card. It's they put a new keyword called Material. Material is it acts like ash, where it holds a spot underneath the permanent. So when something needs material, you use this as its base. I don't know if they're going to print cards that will target the material underneath at some point, and that's why they created the keyword, or if it was just so things like ash and stuff become easier to kind of understand moving forward. Which I don't know. I don't really feel like ash was hard to understand. Next to nimble, I like the arm, predatorial strike, blessing of the occult, and blessing of savagery. At the start of your turn, destroy blessing of savagery. Your next attack with 6 or more base, this turn gets a +2. See what I mean? Like, it costs 1, you put it out, it doesn't have go again, so you definitely want to run this at the end of your turn. But you run it, and this sits there on the field until the next turn. You draw up 4 cards, you have 1 in your arsenal. You're going to start the next turn. Your next attack with a 6 or more base is going to have a +2. Like, it's like having a combat trick played and still being able to draw another card. I don't know. I think the blessings definitely have their strength, and I think we're going to see them used. Cuts at chase. Check this. Skyfire Lanterns. Foil. Foilings on these cards have been really nice. I've actually really appreciated them. This is the one I actually like. I think the red version of, I think there's a red version. Blessing of Steel. I like Warriors a lot, so like this is a fan favorite of mine. All right, we have half the box done. We may have already hit our big hit with the Regicide full art card. I still have holding out hope. Hoping for a big, nice legendary. We got Nyx the Nimble, Rob the Rich rare, another assassin rare card. Jumpstart foil, Flex Claws, Blessing of the Occult. At the start of your turn, create 3 rune chants. Yeah, I don't know. They all cost 1, and their powers are pretty good. 3 rune chants at the start of your turn feel pretty good. It's a good rate in my opinion. 3 for 1 there. And it blocks for 2. It's not the greatest block, but it's still blocking. All right, we did pull a mechanist equipment in the... Did I throw an assassin card in here without realizing it? No. I guess in the second slot, we got ourselves a Galvanic Bender equipment card, cold foil. I don't know if that's coming, the cold foil's coming off on the screen. I think you can see it. It's definitely got a different type of foiling process on it. It looks really good. This particular card looks really good. The multicoloring on the arm itself is pretty good. I think we're going to see these arms played too because of the big monster Mechanicus item that has showed up. So we definitely get a foil as well as the Mechanicus arm cold foil. This is... Maybe I don't know how these boxes are how they've been designed, but that's a pretty good cold foil in my opinion. I'm happy with it. I mean, of course I would love a legendary. Everybody would. We got another token. This is the Spellbane Aegis token. Flail, Shifty, Fell Swing, Blessing of Focus Ranger Aura, and Blessing of Aether Wizard Aura. People have been pretty excited. This is, Dynasty has gotten a lot of people excited about Flesh and Blood again. I mean, we just had Worlds a week ago, and I think that might have aided to the excitement. But overall, this is one that I actually wanted in foil. And there's the foiling process on this particular card, like just the aether-y stuff is foiled, and then like the metal highlights are foiled, so it just really sticks out, but the person in the background is not. That's pretty cool. Reincarnate Mind Warp, this cool card. I love the art on this one. This is by Carlos Kruska. Cannot pronounce it. Either way, this guy's art is sweet. have really liked a lot of the wizard arts. In the last set they had Rewind. I really liked the way that looked. In the time before that, I think Everfest, they had the, I think it was like a time shift thing. It was really cool looking. Oh, and the person behind writing up what they want these wizard cards to look like is doing a really good job. Rumble Grunting. This has become the meme card name. Everybody likes Rumble Grunting. We got ourselves a Spell-Free Glove and a Precision Press. I actually think these things like Precision Press are going to find play. They push past equipment, so people who are using a couple pieces of equipment just to keep Dory from really doing her thing are going to get penalized. And it has natural go again on these things, so like, or it has go again on these things. So I think you're going to see cards like this are going to find their way into the Warrior deck. It's good. It's good. It'll penalize them, but it also gives Dory the normal attack. All right, we got ourselves the first legendary item card for Royals. Action: destroy this Imperial Edict. Name a card. Name a card. The named card can't be played until the start of your next turn. If you are Royal, instead, each opponent reveals their hand, then you name a card. This will be an interesting card, I think, in the soon-to-be-released player versus environment, the PvE that they keep touting that they haven't quite released. I know that they're saying they're working on it and it's coming, and I think cards like that really kind of give it credence. Maybe these are things like the Ultimate Fighter that people are chasing. I don't know. I don't play those particular formats, so I might be a little out of the loop there. I pretty much play just Classic Constructed and Blitz. I'm terrible at Blitz. I'm pretty terrible at the game, period. But I submit myself to a lot of torture because I do enjoy it still. So we did get the other Spider Bite, Tempest Aurora. That looks actually really cool too. Man. Blessing of Ingenuity, Blessing of Kai. All right, here's to hoping we have 4 more packs. Let's get a legendary. Come on, 1 legendary. I know we got ourselves a Cold Foil Rare and a Regicide, but I really want a legendary. Or maybe a Marvel. Marvel would be cool. Fleece the Flail, Nimble Nyx, Deadeye. This is actually a pretty good one too. Foil Majestic. Aim counters, gain this, hits a hero, look at their hand, they discard it. This is pretty solid. All right, Wave of Reality Equipment and Blessing of Salvadry. The foiling seems to have darkened the cards even more than normal. I'm not entirely sure I like how dark the foils are on this particular set. Maybe it's just the first batch of boxes, but I've seen that quite a bit. We got ourselves a foil Leave No Witness. I really enjoy this card. This particular assassin, there is some talk online that she might be impersonating another hero in a different card, and I kind of like the little mystique and some of the theory crafting going around because of cards like this. It's an assassin card, but it's 4, so we're going to put it there. Reinforced Steel, Reincarnate, and then a Savage Beatdown. Man, I think we've done pretty good with our Majestics. I think we've definitely gotten quite a few of them, at least 8 or 9, maybe 10 even. The Majestics have definitely shown up, and I think that extra slot in the Assassin slot is definitely helping with that number. All right, Armed, Fleece, Tranquil Passing. That is a female wizard. We have not seen a female wizard, I don't think. We haven't seen the hero yet, right? I don't think so. We'll have to see who that... Oh, that's an illusionist. So we haven't seen Female Illusionist, Prism, and Dromai. That doesn't look like Dromai, but, huh. All right. Plunder the Poor. This is our last pack. So Plunder the Poor, Slay the Scholar, and Key Unleashed. We didn't get a legendary, but we did get quite a few Majestics, and we did pull that big O Regicide. Full Art Regicide? It's a Full Art Regicide, but I think, I'm not sure. This one kind of baffles me. I don't think it's a blackout. I think the blackout has blacked out. It's blacked out. The white and the card would be darker. So I think this is just a standard foil Majestic extended art card, which is interesting. I think that maybe the blacked out version of this card was actually a promo for the Armory that just happened. Either way, guys, this was my first box of Dynasty. I will probably open a couple more over the next couple of days, maybe. Maybe another one tonight, I don't know. But until then, peace, and I'll talk to you guys later.